In today's episode, a Toyota will have ligma, a car will be rather thick, and a Miata will forget how to car. Here's something really cool for old Top Gear fans. Back in 2014, the Stick had a race against a Google Street View car. The race happened on the old Top Gear test track that will most likely soon be demolished. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. I never understood the appeal of taking new shiny off-road cars to extreme off-road trails. The sound of grinding metal just makes my whole body shiver. With an old off-road beater I wouldn't care this much, but with those new pickup trucks, I don't know.
Look at it, look! Oh man!
This is the Coopzilla, an insane hot/red rod with tires that are thick, to say the least. It is probably the first car I've ever seen to have more tire than car. Going by the logic of physics, this would mean insane mechanical grip in corners, right? In racing, it is super important to know when you are in your opponent's blind spot. While yes, in some situations you can pull off a cheeky overtake, in others you will just cause a massive accident. Fun fact, these physics also apply to road cars, as you can see here, where a new Miata rolled over after touching wheels with an SUV on the Istanbul Bridge in Turkey. If this video won't make you watch Baja racing, I don't know what will. The smoke rising in the background and the engine noise that is getting louder and louder. Plus, the giant heads look cool. I want one. There's one advantage to living in an active war zone. The police probably doesn't care that your car sounds like a machine gun. It's always fun for me as an European to discover American cars that I have never heard of. Here is a GMC Typhoon doing an insane launch. Tire ballooning is a very common phenomenon in powerful RC cars. Basically, the wheels spin so fast that the tire expands due to the centrifugal force. This quite often ends up in a shredded tire.
Oh my god.
Look, if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Why tow a camping trailer when you can simply motorize it? This is the Saab 92H, a genius invention that makes camping trailers obsolete. It is based on the Saab 92 and there are only 2 of these things ever built. Would you drive this giant 2-stroke powered bread box? Here is how quickly a nice Sunday ride can turn into a disaster. This driver was enjoying his Miata on a twisty road somewhere in Spain when a small mistake caused this massive accident. This is a Husky. No, not the dog. The Husky Mark III VMMD, single occupant, mine resistant landmine and IED detection vehicle. Its main purpose is to blow up and act like you don't know nobody. Literally, it is built in a way where it can be repaired quickly after getting blown up by a mine or IED. The driver is shielded extremely well against explosions. That's why it is usually the first car in a column.
Shit! Fuck! Rogers, making sure you're okay.
If there will be a point in my life where I will require a mobility scooter, I'm driving a 90s Rustbox with no airbags, traction control or ABS, then I would like to have something like this, a Holder ED2. I've honestly no idea what this is and what it is being used for, but it looks comfy. You've probably seen this a million times already, but it is still better than every single Supra video out there. A Mercedes S600 with a straight-piped V12 going into a tunnel to obliterate everyone's eardrums. There is a video on YouTube that shows a secret prototype car being tested. Apparently, it is a Ford Mustang Mach E that was built for Ken Block. The comments underneath the video claim that it was staged to get people to talk about the new Mach E. What do you think? I think they have a good point. The whole video looks a bit suspicious. Here is how you assist a male car when it needs to pee. On a serious note, this is a simple flex test. There are situations in life where slamming the gas throttle would actually be the safest thing to do. Here is a video of a Toyota FJ rolling over because the driver hesitated and braked at the wrong time in the wrong place. Driving in a straight line is easy, right? Well, if you have 3, 4 or even 5 times the factory horsepower and a dedicated drag racing car, things can get hairy really quick. At the Indy 2022 event, the driver of this Ford Mustang almost crashes into Cleetus Mcfarland after hitting a wet patch of asphalt right after the finish line. You've probably heard about the catalytic converter apocalypse, where thieves jack up your car and simply cut it out, just like with this Toyota Prius. And there is a reason why Priuses are mainly targeted. Hybrid cars use catalytic converters with a higher concentration of precious metal compared to normal cars. In other words, they are much more expensive. By the way, the same thing happened to my father's car a few years ago.
What are you guys doing?
Drifting on snow may be the safest way to drift, but that doesn't mean that it's safe. This is how a crash at 100 km an hour looks like. Respect to the truck that dug itself out. During the 2022 Azerbaijan Grand Prix, the rear wing of Yuki Tsunoda's Formula 1 car had a rather interesting failure. The rear wing section used for the drag reduction system simply split in half, but the mechanics did not want to retire the car and tried to repair it with duct tape. Yuki went out on track but got black flagged by the race control and had to retire the car a few laps later.
On Yuki Tsunoda's Alpha Tauri, it's just the Alpha. Oh, there it comes back again.
If you have ever opened your car's trunk after or during rain, you may have noticed how engineers designed it in a way that the water doesn't flow into the trunk itself, at least most of the time, since some cars leak horribly. But what about the Tesla Model X Falcon Wing doors?
So I'm just going to open the door. That one opened by itself, as typical in Model X, but I'll open the Falcon Wing door and we'll see if any water gets inside. As you can see, lots of water on the roof, but because of the design of the seals,
they are also safe. Good job, Tesla. By the way, if you love Miatas or men in balaclavas, consider checking out my Miata project reveal, where I explain what will happen to my Miata. Thank you.
Doesn't make sense.